This is a really good, moist, and delicious, flavorful, and spicy chicken that you can make on your stovetop. I'm adding olive oil, and then I'm going to be adding a couple of seasoning blends. One is Weber Kickin' Chicken. This is my absolute favorite. And then after I add this one, I'm also going to add Cajun seasoning. I'm just using Kroger brand, but you can use any brand of Cajun seasoning that you want. And I'm just adding these seasonings to the oil. I want to make sure that the chicken gets coated really well. We like a lot of flavor on our chicken, so I am setting my heat to around a medium high to start off with, and I want to make sure I get the whole bottom of the pan coated with my seasoning and oil. Then I'm just adding my chicken, and these chicken breasts, most of them are fairly large. Depending on what size your chicken breasts are, the total cooking time for this will be approximately 40, well, anywhere, I guess, 35 to 50 minutes. And there was a lot of chicken in this bag, so I'm going to stuff it all in this pan. It's going to cook just fine. And then once I'm finished putting the chicken in the pan, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the top of the chicken. And then I'm going to add more seasoning on this side. And my pan is already hot. I don't know if you can see the oil in the bottom of the pan is starting to bubble up just a little bit. There's a little steam coming off of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the chicken cook on one side for around 10 minutes before I flip it. I'm also going to be cooking it for about the first half of the cooking process without the lid. And I'm adding both seasonings, the Kickin' Chicken and the Cajun seasoning. And this is what we have so far. It smells so good. I wish you could smell this chicken. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip it. And what you see is just the seasoning on the outside of it. The chicken really isn't browning yet, but we will get to that in just a little bit. Now I know a lot of times you would sear your chicken first, but we're actually going to sear our chicken at the end. And I just want to make sure that I get everything flipped and everything is touching the bottom of the pan. Now I'm adding a little bit more seasoning, and I do this usually just on the first flip because a lot of the seasoning will stick to the bottom of the pan a little bit and come off of that first side of the chicken. But now you can see it's really coming along. It's starting to get more of that golden brown color, and I just flip it periodically, probably 3 to 4 times during the cooking process. I'm going to flip the chicken. And then once I do this, I'm going to actually turn my heat up just a little bit and put the lid on. And I just wanted to give you another shot of what it's looking like. So good. And after I put the lid on, I'm going to be cooking it for around 10 minutes on both sides. And you can see here, since I turned it up, we're getting that crispy golden coating. It gives it just a little bit of crunch. So I call it a sear. I don't know if it really is called a sear because I'm not a chef, but that may just be at the beginning of cooking. But it just makes it so good, and this chicken retains its moisture. See, I'm pointing out the sear on it. And we're going to put the lid back on and just let that cook for about another 10 minutes, and then it's done. And here it is coming out of the pan. It looks so good. It tastes so good. And it's such an easy chicken to make, and it's so flavorful. And here it is. And this will feed about 5 people. And here I used a steak knife. I honestly didn't even have to. It's so moist and so tender that you'll see I can actually cut it with a fork. I don't even need the knife. It is so good. It just comes out perfect. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to like and subscribe.